My name is Lauren Young. I'm a singer, I'm a mezzo-soprano. I'm from Stirling in the centre of Scotland and I studied at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. I am a real stage animal. I love being on stage, and for that reason I always really connect with the text and the story, and then thinking how I can bring all those colours out by really performing the piece and imagining, I'm on a set. No matter if it's a song or an opera, I need to have the whole visualisation of where I am, what I'm doing, what my story is throughout that piece of music. So that's usually my first approach. And then, I'll think about some technical things, artistic things, just to reinforce that. But for me, it's always the story and the sort of dramatics of it that I'm really attracted to. It was my piano teacher, actually. I played piano first. And she said to me from about 10, we would do our ear test, which I hated. But she'd say, you're really good at singing back the melody and you've got a nice voice, you should really ask for singing lessons at school. So I finally got singing lessons after begging my high school teacher for months. I was like, please, please, please give me them. So at 14 I started lessons, and I was still a first study pianist then. And then we did my exam and I had a better voice, and that's where I discovered it really. And that's where my love for singing really started. So I'm really excited, after many months sitting in my house singing, to be singing the Wigmore Hall on the 15th of October. It's like a dream come true. I've seen so many concerts there, and some amazing concerts that have stayed with me forever. So to be singing in there, some of my favourite pieces of music, is a real dream. It's so special. I think all singers, they want to sing there. You want to do a recital at the Wigmore Hall. It's the first time I've ever sang there, so it's really exciting for me personally. Coming from Scotland, you don't get the opportunities to come and perform in London the same way that you would if you studied here. So it's really, really special. And for me, I've had a really special memory when I lived here last summer. I went to see Sarah Connolly do a concert there, and it was just the most amazing thing. And all I could think about was that's going to be me in a few months, and it was even more special. So yeah, very, very excited to sing there for the first time. I'm most excited to sing James Macmillan's Scots song. It's a piece of music that I've loved for as long as I can remember. Anytime I hear it performed, it makes me cry, and it has lots of special memories for me. It's a real staple of my dual partner and I's repertoire, and we always pull out the bag whenever we want to, get some tears out of the audience. So I'm really excited to bring some Scottish music to the Wigmore Hall. Yeah, so for the first few months I was finishing my master's degree, and it was a bit strange at first. I think we were all quite apprehensive about doing Zoom classes and Zoom lessons, but I actually quite enjoyed it. I liked being at home, not having to commute, and my teacher and I found a really good method of working on Zoom, which we thought was never possible. When you're not in the room, how can you possibly make any progress? But it's been great. We've made lots of technical progress, but also I've just really enjoyed being at home more. I think especially when you're studying as a singer, you spend so much time out of your house, dotting around, going to this audition, that audition, and just to spend some time at home with my family, but also having the freedom to look at music that I would like to look at, as opposed to I need to learn this opera and this recital, and the list goes on. So I've really enjoyed that. It's been nice to just have a bit of chill time with a bit of work on the side as well. It's good. But for me, I think a lot of people have this impression of classical music, if they don't know what it is, being sort of hoity-toity, and I've never experienced that really in all my years of studying and playing. For me, it's just music that comes from the gut, from within. And even just being in a rehearsal singing classical music for the first time in 6 months, the emotions that you feel, it's just so connected with your soul. And I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but there's no other way to put it really. And I think going forward, people have had to be so creative, and I think the times of being in it's a grand concert hall and we all go in our ball gowns, or what people think, that's changing all the time. People are used to seeing things on TV now, which is amazing, with all these broadcasts, or you can log onto YouTube and watch things. I think it's amazing, really, to have that platform and put classical music out to the general public to show them just how amazing it is.